going to show you how to make some wire eyelashes. So I've already made one and it fits on like that. I'm going to show you how to add a layer of black to it with a mix I'm going to share with you a little bit later. But for now we're just going to make the second eyelash for the second eye. So I've got 1mm wire, aluminium wire, and I'm going to get the size that I want by laying it across the eye like this, and that's where I want, and I'm going to bend it first, and that's my length that I've got now. And what I'm going to do now is to twist it. I'm just using a pair of small nose pointed pliers, and I'm just twisting it round, and this gives me my base. Give it a bit of a start. Okay, and close the end. All right, so that's the basis for my eyelid. I hope you can see that. Might be easier. Oh yeah, that's easier for you to see. Okay, so all I've done really is turned it over and twisted it. So that's the length for my eyelash here. Okay. And then I'm going to twist the wire around the end. I don't want a sharp bit on the end there, so I'm going to use my pliers just to twist that over and press it in. That's it, so now I haven't got a sharp bit. So I'm going to twist around, because I want them both the same, I'm going to use the first eyelash I made as a guide to where I need to turn. Now, when you're bending it over the first time, you want to go slightly longer than the original, because as you twist it, which we're going to do now with the pliers, it will shorten as you twist it. So you want to take your bend slightly longer. And then I'm squeezing the top because we want a bit of a point at the top. And I take my wire, twist it round another couple of times, go along slightly. Can you see I've gone slightly along? And then I'm going to do the next one. I'm going to bend it at a point slightly longer than the eyelash that I want. And then I'm going to use the pliers to twist it around. And that just adds a bit of strength. You could just go up and down, but twisting it gives you a bit more strength and flexibility. And then I'm going round again, a little bit further along to the next eyelash. That's a little bit longer than that one, but never mind. Again, I'm bending it over and then twisting the wire, and I'm going to continue to do that all the way along to the end, just checking each time that I'm getting round about the right length eyelashes. I've got slightly long there, so no, let's stick that way. So I'm going to speed up now as I carry on and do the rest. Okay, so there we are, I've got that, and now I want to trim the last little bit off, and I'm going to take it around the end, and then I don't want the sharp bit digging into my puppet's fleece. I'm going to curl the end over and then use the pliers to flatten it. So I haven't got any sharp edges. Okay, so that's going to be one eyelash. And then you've got bendable eyelashes, so you can curl them to the design that you want. And that's how you do the wire bit. Okay, so now I'm going to add the black part to the eyelashes to darken them, and I'm using some black acrylic paint. Some modelling paste medium that you can use with acrylic paints to create a bit of texture, and some latex liquid rubber, and that's to give it the flexibility. And that smells a bit, so you might want to open a window. I'm going to mix my concoction in here. Until it's well combined. And then I'm going to paint on top of the wire. Now, because of the modelling paint element, you can actually fill in gaps and cover up some of the twisting of the wire as you go. It just gives you that little bit more oomph to your mix. And I'm going to do a couple of layers of it, so I'm going to let the first one dry. I've put some plastic down on my work surface so that I keep my work area reasonably clean. So any little gaps I've got in the wire I'm filling in as I go. I'm putting a slightly bigger splodge in there, and you want to run your brush up and down the actual lash because you don't want any big blobs on the lash itself. You want to keep that nice and smooth if you can, or as smooth as you can with a twisted wire. Keep going up and down, backwards and forwards, making sure that I'm clearing any splodges away from the lashes themselves, and turning it over to make sure I've not missed any bits. There's no silver shining through. Leave them to dry and then come back and do a second coat when you're ready.